still don't know how to.
How to do what?
Do you click this button to start it?
No, it's starting. It's recording right now. All right.
Hello.
Hello, YouTube.
That's right. Gonna get this yellow thing out of the way early.
Oh, yes.
Thank God.
All right.
Okay.
So, we're on a different adventure today.
We're going to the bank.
To the bank.
To the bank.
Getting paper. Get me now. Get me now. I almost forgot, Jazz. How did we almost... Oh, there's more children out this time.
And they are not our friends. This guy has a pepperoni pizza book bag. It's beautiful.
That is a wonderful idea. I can't believe we didn't think of that.
I can't believe the back windows are down and I didn't realize it and I said that too loud. That's okay though.
Pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza. Do-do-do-do-do.
Rusty Cray! Hey, pizza! It's
the
pizza, yeah!
For you and me! We are off to a great start.
A great start indeed.
A lot more people who travel on highways per day than they do on local roads. Like, it services a larger group.
I can see that. It's just inconvenient for me, and therefore I want it changed.
The world is all about you, Nathan.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Alright.
I literally have crafted every single part of my life around the needs that you exhibit.
I really hope we delete this part. The needs that you exhibit, he said.
The wires are fixed.
And I'm still not an electrician.
What do we have as subjects today, Nathan?
The first subject is lawnmowers.
Alright, so I'm going to insert about a 1-second clip right here. And it is this guy driving a lawnmower. Now this is just one of the lawnmowers we saw. 4 lawnmowers driving down the middle of this road outside of our college. Looked like lawnmower racing, and I wanted to be a part of it.
A very busy road to add.
What is this jackwagon doing?
Between 2 highways and an interstate, and they're racing lawnmowers down the middle of it. Seems like I always have a bodily function when we need to film.
You always have a bodily function. Don't tear down your fellow man because he has to verb. Just allow him to live the way his body wants him to live.
You are a privileged creation for being able to belch.
I hate school buses. There's a school bus right here.
Pretty good public service. Is she wearing a shirt? Okay.
She's totally wearing a shirt.
I was really scared.
He thought the bus driver was not wearing a shirt.
It was just weird shadowing, and it was a female, and she looked to be in the mid-60s. Children.
All right, so...
And that's the way she goes.
Oh, my God. All right, so we turn around this corner, and there's 2 kids walking around right across, like, one of the busiest sections of the road. Taking their time, moseying around, not caring about anybody or what's going on. I had a driver instructor tell me once, he's like, pedestrians don't have the right-of-way all the time, except they always have the right-of-way all the time. And I was like, what does that even mean? And now I understand, because if you hit somebody, it's more than likely going to end up poorly for you. Sometimes she goes,
sometimes she doesn't.
It's the way of the road.
It's the way of the road. Alright, second real topic. It's guacamole. Why isn't it free?
First of all, I just want to appreciate guacamole. It's this green, disgusting looking substance that has pieces of red, what looks like meat and onions and all these nasty things, but when it's mixed together, it becomes something magical in the mouth. Just
magical in the mouth. I can't believe you just said that.
It's magical in the mouth. There's no other way to explain what guacamole is.
I went out to dinner last night at a restaurant, and he ordered guacamole, and the guy's like, it's going to be an extra $1. And if you know Jacob, you know that he is one of the biggest penny pinchers in the entire world. So he didn't want to experience the greatness of guacamole for an extra $1. Rather, he wants to live in a free and just world where guacamole doesn't cost anything extra to make your life a little bit better for free.
Looks like they're trying to fix this ATM machine, so I'm probably going to have to go inside and deposit a check.
I didn't know you could deposit checks in an ATM machine.
Oh, it is so nice. You just slip your card in there, you sign it, put the check in, and then you're good to go.
We can live in a world where we can cash our checks from the comfort of our cars, but we can't get free guacamole.
Go to the bank. You can do it online.
You can take pictures of it.
You can take pictures of checks, deposit money from your couch, but you can't get free guacamole.
Granted, it only grows in California, Florida, and Hawaii. I mean, who's counting?
I'm sure we import avocados from other countries.
I hope so.
Okay, listen. If they were handed out more free guacamole, the companies would buy more avocados and stimulate the avocado business, not only here in America, but the entire world would be stimulated with avocado manufacturing.
But by them not wanting to give us free guacamole, they're hurting the global economy.
They are.
How selfish is that?
It's just shameful. All right, we're going to be back in a second. I'm going to go deposit this check.
And I'm going to get a free sucker.
We're back from the bank. That took literally like 5 seconds. And we got the best part
Of any bank adventure. Suckers!
Oh man, this wrap is hard to get off.
It's like childproof or something. It's evil.
You want to tell them that Mater story?
What made a story?
About the suckers and biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
You treated dogs and children the exact same way.
So I worked at a convenience store back in our hometown. And every time somebody would come through the drive-thru, which means you come in, you park, you get bread, peanut butter, eggs, beer, cigarettes, whatever you want. Every time there was a child, I'd give them a sucker, or if there was a dog, I'd give it a biscuit. So I basically treated dogs and animals the same way, which kind of disgusted me. But now Josiah has opened my eyes to the fact of why I did it.
So let me elaborate. There's this great scheme of large corporations, and I guess it trickled down into the small private business industry. Like McDonald's, they came up with a Happy Meal, and they gave away free toys because they knew that if the kids wanted McDonald's, that their parents would appease them and come back to McDonald's. And so this convenience store that Nathan worked at is doing the exact same thing. They are enticing the children to come back to this particular establishment, purchase things for the free sucker, therefore generating more revenue and business and such.
And the dogs did know when they were going by Maters. Because some of the customers were so common that the dogs knew, and they would whine. Which is, yeah, just like that. These suckers are pretty disappointing.
You want to stop and get slushies?
No.
Okay. Up until my sophomore year of high school, I didn't know that monies and peoples could be plural. Be grammatically correct. It blew my mind. And when I realized that, I thought every single part of my English teaching was a lie. And my teachers also told me that I couldn't start sentences with because. When I learned that's not true either, I didn't know how to handle it. I just went off the wall. People didn't see me for weeks. I was just in my room crying. That was a hard part of my life. If I walk into a Mexican restaurant, or like Chipotle or something, you know, they hand out free chips and salsa. And I know avocados are expensive, and so is guacamole. But you would get way more business. I would go there literally just for the guacamole and buy things.
We could protest.
How are we going to protest? Just sitting there not eating anything till they give us free guacamole?
We bring our own.
That's a good idea, actually. I'm going to bring my own guacamole to Chipotle and just put it on right when they give me the burrito. I'm like, no, don't wrap it. Put my own guacamole on.
You are ruthless.
We have a new Chipotle in town, so all the people that are working there are new. And they're just really bad at doing things.
Except Jesse. Jesse's a really good cook.
Jesse, no, the food's fine. The people at the line making the burritos, they're super slow. Like up in Ohio, the one we have around us is super fast. You just walk in there and you walk out. You don't even know you're in Chipotle, pretty much. This gas station right here is where Talon's muffler fell off his car. And we were driving down the highway, and then all of a sudden we hear tink.
Fun fact, I just hurt my tooth.
Anyway, so I heard this scraping noise, and Talon's like, dang it, I think my muffler fell off. That's the first thing he assumed. And we pulled into the gas station that rusted out and just like bing and hit the ground, and we were dragging it along the whole time.
Oh
Some duct tape.
my gosh.
This was a poor decision. The highway is super busy.
It's a parking lot.
No! No! No!
We didn't take the highway to get here. Why are we taking it now?
No! I assumed that it would be fine, but I'm an idiot because I didn't realize that
It's
it was
440.
I know, Nathan.
We
I
live
know.
right below Atlanta.
I know.
How could you assume it would be fine?
Oh, sorry.
You just reminded me of Tom from Parks and Rec.
I know, me too. That's exactly what I was thinking. We think the exact same thing sometimes.
Just a bigger version of Josiah. Actually, he's a smaller version of me. I came first.
Oh, my blinker's still on. Talk about for a second how awesome Ron Swanson is.
Ron Swanson is the epitome of what it means to be a manly man. He has a beautifully mustache.
So good.
Is an excellent wood and metal worker.
So good.
And he also has almost the perfect governmental viewpoints of libertarianism.
So good.
It's beautiful. Ron Swanson's a beautiful man. Speaking of facial hair, Josiah and I are growing out our beards for 5 months without shaving.
5 beautiful months. I'm not shaving or trimming anything. I don't think Nathan is going to either.
No.
Look at that drop off.
If we hit that, we'd literally flip our car.
So they're rebuilding this part of the road. It's like a 1.5 foot drop off. And you're literally driving right next to, oh, this is so scary. Like if an 18-wheeler decides to be mean, I'm done. I'm tired of it being warm. Really warm in here.
Alright. Third thing on the list of things to talk about is how sperm whales ruin natural human sleeping schedules.
At first, these two things might seem unrelated, which is logical.
They are totally related. So, according to our research, sperm whales have this oil in their head called spermaceti. And spermaceti is this kind of oil that when you burn it, it doesn't let off any smoke. It is a maimed deer. That was disgusting. It lets off a very bright white light. It doesn't smoke. It doesn't smell bad.
It's a huge advancement because before that they had to use fat off of old animals and it smelled terrible. The light was poor. It was just a rough go.
So, to get the spermaceti out of a dead sperm whale, they would drill a hole into a sperm whale that's been fermenting for 3 days, lower a small child into it with a bucket to get a little bit out at a time.
It has hundreds of gallons. Now, for a while, this was the most valuable substance in the whole entire world.
Yeah, it was a million, however many $1 million kind of
industry. At the peak, they harvested 5,000 sperm whales a year.
So they lowered the small child in to get the spermaceti and whatnot, and then what happened is we had more efficient light to like work at nighttime, so we didn't have to go to bed as soon as it got dark outside. Didn't have to go to bed when it went dark. I mean, you could do tons of activities for more hours than you normally could. Normal sleeping schedule would be go to sleep at like 7 o'clock till midnight. You wake up for work for 1 or 2 hours and then go back to sleep until the sun rose. With this new spermaceti light, you could work for hours at a time and it'd be fine. And so it actually morphed the sleeping schedule to what it is now.
Wake up in the middle of the night, be awake for 1 or 2 hours, and you do all this different stuff.
And it was the best time to conceive.
Actually, a doctor from that time that said, don't conceive a child before the first sleep because you're tired from the day. Wait until in between the sleeps to conceive your child and it'll be healthier.
Yeah, it's the best time to make a baby, I guess.
So, that's how sperm whales destroy the sleeping schedules of humanity.
Ruined lots of little children's lives.
Well, they're also trapped on a boat full of upset, grown-up, angry men.
Yeah, their job was to drill holes in whales' heads. It's not a super job.
I hate when vehicles go, there's like 2 turn lanes right next to each other for different parking lots, and they go in the second one and they just drive through to the first one, and they go into that entrance, so they like get over a turn lane early, and so like you're still going the same speed expecting to get into the turn lane, and then they're actually trying to go over there and you almost hit them every single time.
I gotta be honest, I didn't listen to anything you just said.
If you're gonna have one superpower, it'd be listening.
Right in the feels. Anyway, we just pulled in.
Now we're pulling out.
See you, YouTube.